welcome. Thanks for joining us at the CMON Expo 2017. Today we're going to be taking a look at the World of Smog, Rise of Moloch. We're going to be taking a look at a demo of it. And I do want to mention before we even get going that this is a pre-production copy. You are looking at a prototype of the game. I assume the artwork is pretty much final, but subject to change.
There are always some minor little tweaks we can still make, but basically what you see here is going to be 90% of the final artwork. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. And so we're going to introduce ourselves, and then we'll turn it over to Michael, who is going to run us through it, teach the game a little bit, and we're going to play some of it. So I'll start right over here. Why don't you say who you are and why, why are you here?
I'm Chaz Marler, and I'm here because they forgot to shut the door.
I'm Zee Garcia.
I'm Sam. I'm here because I wanted to sit next to Marty.
Aww.
And I'm Marty from Rolling Dice and Taking Names, and I'm here because I wanted to sit. I really wanted to sit beside Z, but then Sam took his seat.
That's
so
right. This is true.
And I'm Michael Shinall, senior developer for Cool Mini or Not.
All right, Michael. So take it away. Tell us a little bit about this setting, this world.
All right, so this is the World of Smog, Rise of Moloch. This is a tie-in game to our previous game on Her Majesty's Service. Again, set in the Smog setting, which is a Victorian steampunk setting with all types of cool Victorian steampunk stuff. We have werewolves in top hats. We have mechancers who have run wild with mad science. We have arcanists who have channeled spirits from the dead to empower different aspects of the mortal realm. And zombies here, which they actually use for day-to-day labor, because if you've got that technology, why not?
Okay, sounds
All right.
It's
And there's
logical,
a
really.
ton of other stuff in the setting, but we could spend the entire video just talking about that. The art style, the story, and all that, one of my favorite aspects of the entire game. So
Right.
This is a one versus mini game. Someone will be playing the role of the nefarious nemesis in service to Moloch, and the other players will be playing the roles of the gentlemen of Her Majesty's Service, who will be defending the crown against any and all threats, in this case Moloch.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm guessing someone over there is going to be Moloch, huh? Someone's going to be evil.
It could be. I mean, it's just a matter of how you look at things. I mean,
Right, from your point of view,
all
you're the good
perspective.
guy,
It's
right?
perspective, right?
He's misunderstood.
That's what it is.
I mean, you guys are using zombies for, mechanical labor and everything. We're just
they're
trying
fine.
to liberate them.
They're okay. They like it.
So, in this game, as I said, one person is going to be controlling the nemesis. Now, this is a one versus mini game, but one thing I want to stress here is that you are going to be having to work to make sure that you win the game. In some one versus mini games, you're going to be playing it more like a DM role, where I'm going to just be controlling and making sure the story flows and everything. If you don't actively try to win this game, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose pretty hard. There's a lot of
our goal is to win.
Your goal is to win.
Oh, well, that's not what I
I'm
was.
already. I'm
be a new
just
experience.
trying to stay afloat right now. This is throwing me way too many
I'm not used to
curveballs.
that, but go ahead.
And I want to say as well that this is a campaign-based game. Now, we have 6 chapters in the core box, each making up a different scenario. And you can play them singly if you want, but you can play them in order, which creates this arcing story going over the full campaign of the Rise of Moloch. And your choices in the game, not just winning or losing, will actually impact the future games moving forward.
Nice.
So this is scenario 1 here, and just give you a brief overview of what it is. This is just the story is starting out. Not much is known about Moloch or the cult that is trying to resurrect him. But we know that the local police force, the Bobbies, have found this damsel in distress here. And they're keeping her there. And all of a sudden, all the mechanical zombies that are outside, not when I say mechanical, I mean zombies they have outside, have all started to run amok. As a result, the agents of Her Majesty's Service have been called in to rescue the damsels, stop the zombies, and stop any other threats that might appear on the board. At the end of this scenario, whether she lives or dies is going to impact the remaining chapters of the campaign, but also some other aspects, such as if the agents of Moloch that will appear in this chapter, if they lived or died, that is going to actually affect later chapters as well. Also, whatever happens to the local Bobbies here, whether the gentlemen actually prevent their deaths or just throw them all out to the zombies, those types of choices, those little macro aspects of the game, are going to carry over from game to game. So every time you play the campaign, it's going to be different, not just choosing different characters or whatnot, but your choices and how things play out.
Okay.
Instead of being like a you succeeded, you lost, it's more of a branching type of story?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So, now granted, you're going to want to succeed more than you fail. But,
We're back to that winning thing.
Yes.
But there are repercussions for other actions in the game. And So as you see on the board here, everything is modular. We have our undertiles and our overlays right here. So there's tons of different variety, and we actually have abilities for people to make their own custom scenarios and things like that in the game as well. But let's get to some more aspects here. Over here we have 5 different characters representing the 5 different classes that are in the game. And we'll start with the first one there. We have the Mechamancer, Walter Cavendish. So who wants to play the Mechamancer? You're basically a Victorian-era mad scientist. Next up, we have Drago.
Yeah.
He is the monster class. As you see, he's a dapper werewolf with a top hat.
There you go.
There you go, you beast.
That's right, baby. Next, we have Major Dreadful. He is a member of the Knight class, representing the highest order of Her Majesty's gentlemen.
I'm definitely not that.
I had my eye on the awesome wispy hair.
Okay, let's put her. Let's put him aside for a second then.
Okay.
Next, we have Emma Swanson. She is a dilettante, and they're kind of the jack of all trade classes. She just happens to be long range.
You said dilettante.
There you go.
That's so mean.
Match made in heaven.
Very, very Marty.
And last, we have Abigail Sutherland, who is an arcanist with a possessed haunted blade.
There we go.
All right.
Well, unfortunately, Major Dreadful, you're going to be sitting this one out. That's fine, though. And so, as you see, we have some piles of cards over there. Those are upgrade cards. So each of your characters has a unique ability, but each of their classes that they belong to, Arcanist, Mechamancer, Monster, and Dilettante, has a unique set of upgrades as well. So as the campaign progresses, your character will be progressing, getting different upgrades, getting different special abilities, getting different pieces of gear and artifacts and just cool stuff. So again, you can play the same campaign over and over again with even the same characters, but the way you build them out throughout the end of the campaign can drastically change how they function. The Mechamancer, Walter Cavendish over here, you have your Tesla gauntlets, who just arc lightning, and you're a master of that. Well, you could choose to be a kind of medium range, just guy who shoots lightning out of his hands, or you could choose to get up close and personal and get like an adrenaline pump upgrade, who's going to help you charge into melee and start, just bashing guys with your shock gauntlets. So what I want everyone to do.
Good.
So what I'd like everyone to do is, there's your upgrades right there. You can just take the top one there. We kind of pre-selected them just to move along here, and just pass those out to the people that are there.
Well, he's not actually in the
So
game.
yes,
not in it,
they
yeah.
are color-coded by class.
Chaz, you got one job.
First card I pick.
That's me. There you go.
So just giving a brief overview of the upgrades that we have selected right here. Emma Swanson here has Lucky Break, which is she's going to get basically 3 reroll tokens for the chapter. That's going to give her some again, clutch rerolls, whether she attacks or defends. Drake over here is taking Berserker, so if he takes some damage, then he's going to start getting more ferocious.
Come at me, bro.
Nice.
Walter here is taking Elixir X. He can suffer some damage to get boost to his range and melee capabilities. And then Abigail over
hitting
here
that soft.
has taken Healing Wave. So each of the different classes and jobs here has a couple different build paths you can go that kind of focus them in directions. Like Arcanist can go kind of a healing route or kind of a support route or just melee offense. But you're going to find the classes do push themselves to some, traditional tropes here. Like the Knight class here, they can be made as a melee bruiser or like a big tank. You've got some of those options as well, being a giant werewolf.
Yeah.
Likewise, the Nemesis has some options in how they build themselves as well. There are some basic powers they have which allow them to command their minions around the board and draw chaos cards, which are basically your little gotcha cards and powers like that. But they're going to get upgrade cards as the campaign goes on as well. So their build path can change, whether I want to be a minion-focused Nemesis and just spawn a bunch of zombies or killer clowns in later scenarios.
Beautiful.
Who doesn't like clowns?
As you do.
Nightmare juice.
So you take your
That is
upgrades.
nightmare juice.
You take your upgrades that you get from the game and carry them over to the future game. So you use the
Yes.
same ones. So it's kind of saving your character state from.
Yes, there is full character progression. Again, there are rules for playing one-shot adventures, so if you want to play a campaign, a scenario later in the campaign, there's rules for bringing your power level up to that the level of that game, or even modifying that around if you play a low power level. But the thing is, there's a lot of symmetry in the game. So basically, so there's a flip side.
I'll take the leadership card.
There's the way you guys lose, which is also the way the Nemesis wins. The Nemesis victory conditions for this is neutralize the damsel in distress, or neutralize 4 gentlemen. And that's in any combination. So you just basically, I need to incapacitate you guys 4 times. At that point, you guys have just been beaten back so much that I do win.
Okay.
There's always an or. There's always another.
And again, in this specific chapter, there are also secondary conditions as well, but we talked about those earlier. Let's just get into these things.
All right, let's do
All right,
it.
so I'm setting up an order right now, right?
Okay. And because Emerson and Tobias will be showing up in round 2 on the exits, by the way, because we can't make it easy for you guys. So first round, I only have 2 activations. So you guys are going to have a bit of a lead here in moving around the board. But I'm going to place mine down just in this order, if you would, on the activation track. Mine go on the bottom there, please.
Do you like?
Yes, the
two
bottom
is
row
over
is
there.
mine.
Lead us.
I don't have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Major Dreadful is just not here today.
Yeah, that's why I was. So I still need. Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
there we go. That's why I
Felt
was.
so sorry just neglecting poor
See,
Abigail.
I mean,
You're a good
leadership
leader.
asks for stuff, and
You,
then,
you
I'm
need
not-
everything. Oh, you need all the moving parts.
Let's see for sure. This, and I'm gonna leave you back behind like that. So in this order, starting right there.
Very good. And you noticed before I said he could discuss that amongst the group or just choose it himself.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's fine. He
We'll place
knows what
those
he's
out.
doing.
Top is 1.
That's number 1.
Oh, no, face down.
Oh, sorry.
What is wrong with you?
It's a long
It's
list.
okay. I like it when you just show the face
Never
up there.
gonna be leader. Okay.
All right. So once that is all done, we're going to flip the first card of the activation track, which is going to be yours. And who we have our leader neglecting, Drago, is activating first.
What you
So
gonna
I
take a
got
look at some hits?
So on your turn, you have 2 actions to take. Your actions can be moving up to your agility as a move action.
Okay.
And by the way, orthogonals, diagonals don't matter in the slightest here, so feel free to move however you want around the map.
Okay.
You can make an attack action, which is you will roll your dice. You can spend ether to charge, which is you can make a move and then an attack.
Okay.
You can do a few other
Is that
things.
just one ether to do that?
For him, yes, because he has the charge ability.
Understand.
Also, something I want to point out is I believe that door makers are probably the wealthiest people in this entire setting because we do not just open doors in the setting, we
That's not
barrel
fun.
right through them.
Yes.
So as you're moving, for one of your movement points of your 3 that you would have when you move, you can open an adjacent door, and that's just it's removed from the map and it's now open for the rest of the chapter.
Okay. All right. So I think what I'll do is I'll use an ether then to
Well, thank you very much.
You're
sir.
welcome.
A good opening move.
move through the door. No, not that door, sir. The door I'm standing next to. And 1, 2.
Just going for blood immediately.
Yes.
Now that you've given me this ether, I assign it to either one of my agents that I have. Now, they're both at max because we've just started, or one of my chaos powers that I have here. And so I'm going to go ahead and just place that right there.
All right.
And then that's for me to use later.
So I'm using my Furious Charge because I used the one
Very good.
ether to do that. So I'm going to throw a punch that guy.
You gain 2 punches.
So he has
Like
a
throw
Drago
ribs,
here has
yes.
3 punch base, but he gets to roll 2 additional dice from his Furious Charge gift.
Using.
And this is only 1 action so far because he is charging.
That's a bad
That's
roll.
and
Holy
unfortunately,
bad roll,
I knew I should have
Batman.
picked you to go first.
well, I've got some
Wow.
other slight good news. Because you did make him the bouncer, he's actually rolling 1 additional die.
That's a leader right there. Do something with it.
Oh wait, I get an extra one because of this though too. Right?
That's what we're
That's what we're looking at.
Yep.
So
You got the extra,
Oh,
not
okay,
the
okay,
trigger
okay.
of the punch.
Gotcha.
There you go.
So that counts
there you
as
go.
2.
you
No, it only counts as 1 because I don't have 4 damage.
But it's a hit. And zombies, unfortunately, don't have the best defense in the world. They only have 2 agility. They're not very fast. So there's a good chance you might kill this guy. But unfortunately, he got
You
a top
missed.
hat here, which is going to get hit. But
All right.
that was still only
You
your
had
first
one
action.
job.
Only 1 action.
Can't even kill 1 zombie.
That was just the entrance, man. That was my entrance. Of course, I wasn't going to hit him right off the bat.
Did you trip when you came through the doorway?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, you know, my
wearing a
clothes
bunch
are
of
in tatters here.
Well,
So
Sam, as
Yes.
much as I really do like you, that zombie there was a little surprise that I had for you. Because I have my chaos cards, which I do starve a couple.
Yay.
I'm going to play one here called Powder Keg,
powder keg.
which says I
Oops.
kill one of my minions and all adjacent enemies suffer a 5 die attack. Because that guy was a
Ouch.
little combustible.
Okay,
And that's really just to take that kill away from you, because I think you would kill him on the second go.
And then like just shreds a door, shoot back
Zombie
into our
shrapnel
room.
going right through the werewolf. That's 1, 2.
2 hits.
2 hits.
So now
I have
Drago
3
gets some-
dice.
Because he has 3 agility, he
Yeah.
will roll 3 defense dice. He does
Hey, 2
manage
hats,
to dodge
nice.
out of the way.
You are good at that.
Yeah.
You might not be good at attacking.
All right, so that was
Get out of the
that was
way.
my first action, right?
good.
Yeah. How I have 3 actions.
2 actions.
2 actions. So the second
Now,
one is
Something else to note on here, and I'm sorry I missed
Yeah,
this
those-
earlier. Those in this scenario are weapon caches. For 1 movement point, if you're adjacent to them, you get to get a common item and a gear item. Gear items are little one-time use, just little pick-me-ups, and common arsenal items are your basic, like, cool weapons. They're not
Okay.
the greatest, but they're still very interesting.
all right. So
my second activation, I'm just going to move then over here.
You would.
Bloop. So that comes off the board, or does that stay there?
That
Other
comes
people
off
can
the
ding
board.
it too?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a one-time pickup. So Drago
Why
and
are you
his
taking all the stuff?
Can you let me go
he
first?
had a zombie explode on him. Like,
that's true.
I should get something.
Get out of the
It's a
way.
zombie guts. Over there's a towel you can wipe yourself off.
in the corner of the bar, he is going to find a police whistle
Okay,
and
well,
a armored umbrella.
that looks good on you.
Goes with your top hat.
A police whistle.
What's the police whistle do?
Isn't it funny how the canine got a whistle? That's not cool. And I have a top hat. I'm a werewolf with a top hat
Oh, so
and
you
an
had
umbrella.
discard to do that, to use
The
that.
gear are
okay.
all
You-
very
you're
minor,
looking good.
one-time use, discard, and gain a benefit items.
Okay.
But he does permanently have that armored umbrella, which gives him the stealth ability, so he can roll 3 additional dice when he's attacked, for an ether, of course.
Good stuff.
And of course, you can do trade actions to pass those items to other people in your group if you're so inclined.
Oh,
I-
you can trade. Okay.
Yes.
It takes an action to use these.
Nope. This is just a passive thing that you have, and this is a discard on use item.
You mentioned using ether. Does everything in your arsenal always use an ether?
No, it's just that this is giving him the evasion ability, which costs an ether to use.
Okay.
All right. So do we now do your
We do
first
flip mine.
action there?
Dun, dun, dun.
It's gonna be bad.
My activation is the zombies. So
Okay.
the minions on the map, because you see there's quite a number of them, they are kind of incompetent. They're not really the best things in the world. They
It's
only
kind
get
of like my team.
wow. Well, you said it, not me. But but the minions when they activate, they have one action.
Okay.
So these guys are just going to kind of go brains and just start slogging towards some policemen over here.
Oh no.
Except for these. This one here is actually going to burst down the door in front of it and then take a step inside the building.
Nice, Chaz. Way to break the game. What are these? Oh, it's right
These
there.
are crates right here. They're just going to provide cover if you shoot
Okay.
toward them. This one here is going to actually lurch toward this door right here, and that's where he's
Not
going
blow
to
it
be.
up, okay?
And that one is going to walk right in front of the door over here. Just think that maybe you heard a werewolf or something on the other side.
He's about to see and feel a werewolf.
Now,
Just like that other zombie did.
and that is their activation.
Shut up.
All right, cat and dog fight. All right, that's
All right, our number 2
whoa,
then.
whoa,
Yes?
whoa.
No.
Oh, he's not
You're
done.
gonna get me in trouble again.
The Nemesis always has tricks up their sleeve. During my turn, I can also
Kinda
choose and activate
go right by
one
it.
of my chaos powers that I have, assuming I've got the ether to pay for it, which I conveniently do because Drago gave me some.
Good job.
I'm going to use command minions, which allows me to
trying to keep it
activate
real.
up to 2 minions. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. This minion is going to attack this Bobby, and this minion is going to attack this Bobby.
Okay.
So my zombies do have 3 dice each that they roll. So we'll attack here.
And the bodies have
2 defense.
2.
I got 2 crowns, which are 2 hits for me. Now I cannot convert those into ether. That is a gentleman-only thing. But this Bobby did get hit twice, so he gets to roll his 2 defense dice, and the leader
Okay.
will take care of that. And unfortunately, he took a damage. Now NPCs and allies only have 1 HP, as listed here.
they do.
So the first casualty of the game is this poor Bobby just
Bobby's
doing his
dead.
best to
Okay,
defend the
Technically,
population.
the first casualty was that zombie that blew
No
up.
one
Acceptable
counts the
losses.
zombies, not even me.
And then did you hit the...
And then we have this one here that's going to be attacking. 1 hit.
Come on, man.
He's unfortunately did not block that hit, and another casualty falls.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
It's not. You're right.
Their lives are in your hands. But that was my activation.
All right.
Do
That
it.
is all.
There's no way to get
Sure
Bobby's
does.
back on the board.
Some scenarios might have things like that, but no, in this one, these guys are unfortunately just dead.
Okay.
What's it say? Allies?
The allies.
Is that the
That is your NPCs,
Bobby,
so it's going to be your Bobbies and your Damsel here.
Okay. So let's see. They
So
the
look at
Bobbies
the-
can move 2.
And looking at the Bobbies card here, you see that they've got a shotgun ranged attack here, so they can actually use
Sweet.
that. And we have a couple windows here in the police station right here that they can shoot out of as well, so...
Oh, well, that's very convenient.
And so there's a couple options in this chapter to play it out, whether you guys want to hole up in here and let the gentleman come and rescue, or just immediately make a beeline through the to the exits. I will say that in the actual campaign, by the way, the police station does start on fire. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break.
Does it spread?
Fire does indeed spread, and because of Moloch's reigning power, the Nemesis actually controls how it spreads.
Wow.
And there's actually a chaos upgrade you can, a power you can take here that gives you more control over fire if that's your thing. You can become a pyromaniac and actually start making more fires across the board.
Okay.
I like it.
different play styles for different people.
So all the Bobbies will now move or do
Yes.
some sort of activation. They get one.
And just like the minions, they will have one action.
Okay.
As you'll see, there's a lot of mirroring back and forth on how things work here. So, and that's one of the things I really like about the game, is that you can, in between chapters, switch out the role of the Nemesis, and it's because it is not so drastically different than what you've been playing, you'll be able to sit down here and just figure out how it works very quickly.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I would assume probably the best thing to do is for these guys to shoot out the windows, at least to that guy.
Definitely.
And how far can he shoot? Just one space, or
Range attacks are unlimited range unless they have the short range icon, which is 4 spaces. So they do have a short range attack, so it's 4 spaces.
so I can definitely see him.
Oh, but
so
absolutely,
we're definitely
yes.
Are
going
there any line of sight rules or anything like that?
Good question.
Outside?
Good question.
The only time that's ever going to come up is whether you have cover or you don't.
Okay.
From the
And basically,
crates or
you'll
something.
check from here, and if there's something in the way, you'll have cover, and then the umbrella counts.
Okay.
That's it.
So, I mean, like, if the guy was here, then you'd be able to shoot him. If he was back here, you wouldn't be able to shoot
You would
him.
because the rules for this state
But he
just
gives cover, though.
Yes.
Okay, it's just cover,
that's
doesn't
it.
block. Okay, got it.
We definitely didn't want any complicated line of sight rules in this to bog
Cool.
things down.
That's smart.
Very quick, very clean. Awesome.
Yeah. Complicated line of sight rules are horrible.
They are a fraction point in most games, but let's go and kill some zombies. Well, actually, no, let's not kill some zombies.
Yeah, no,
Kill
I
him.
think we should. You know, Sam and I have not rolled so well, so let's see what Z does. Why don't you roll for that Bobby right there?
Z, whose side are you on?
Apparently,
That's what I
yours.
thought.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're doing a tutorial.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Chaz, why don't you roll for the other Bobby over here? This one right here.
Oh, I thought that was the one Z was rolling for.
No, I rolled the other one.
Okay. Down.
This one? So I'm rolling for that.
That one was farther away. Give me that.
Okay.
No.
And which one am I shooting at? This one or this one?
It doesn't hit
Okay.
him. He's closer. You can't miss, right? It's a shotgun right in the face. Shotgun to the face.
You can.
Yeah,
you
you
got
won.
one.
He gets.
All right, 2 defense dice, because that is my agility on my poor zombies. Now, unfortunately,
Oh, here we go.
there's a cover, which I don't
now
have,
just making up rules.
and a crown, which is nothing. Except,
Oh boy.
that's
Oh,
the
is an exception.
version of the zombies that I chose this game was crown on defense equals top hat.
How could I have known? It's not my fault. I
So
didn't
is
know.
the person who explained the rules fault? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
I think so.
To know the other version I have, which would give them a hit plus, they get to drag down, and when they hit, knock them down, which causes some penalties as well. But I chose to go the more defensive route, and luckily for me, because it saved that zombie.
Okay. And so then the Bobbies can move up to 2 spaces.
The ones that
Those
didn't
two have
attack.
already.
The one that doesn't
attacked.
Because they
attack.
just
So
take their
basically,
action.
so I'm just going to go stand at the door,
Okay.
and then I'm going to kind of come over here and get ready to reinforce that one too.
And then your damsel here gets to go as well, 4
Oh.
spaces, because she is very fast.
What do you guys think? Since that's the clearest path, should I start heading towards that exit?
Well, you gotta,
like that.
You got to take out the guy first, but yeah.
Yeah. That's
just hide.
Realize
good idea.
though that
Talk to me.
these guys are going to come in on the exit.
Now this red line here on the map is a wall, but she can
Oh.
move diagonals, so she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and still end up right
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
No, I like that. There's no way we can lose now.
Okay. I think that's it.
Huh.
My next activation will flip up. As you see, is the chaos activation. Now what that is I don't activate any of my models in here, but it gives me the chance to activate every single one of my powers that I have, assuming I had ether for them. Whereas normally I can only activate 1.
Right.
But this gives me free reign to do my dark powers across the map.
That's cool. And you can have up to 6 chaos.
I could have up
or-
to 6 based on the the power level and the chapter that we're playing.
Okay.
But I say one of them is you can just draw another one and add it to the
Chaos cards. These are my little gotcha cards.
Oh, okay,
These
I
are my
see.
nemesis powers.
Understand.
Did you have 3 to choose from, or how many did you have when we started this scenario? How many do you have to choose from?
Just
when-
those
Of the,
two?
of the powers?
these.
The activation cards.
So those are my 2 activation cards. On round 2, my agents are going to be showing up on the board, and their activation cards will be added
okay,
to the
so
track.
that's how you'll be getting more to choose from.
Yes.
then. Okay.
But so I don't have any ether to spin here and whatnot. Again, the first round of the first game of the first chapter, just showing you guys how it works. You know.
All right,
And
do
so the next one here, Walter Cavendish.
You need to put some graphic animation in on that.
We don't have the budget for that.
That's next year's
Marty.
Kickstarter.
Yes.
You know all about it.
Okay.
It'll be air horn.
All right. What am I doing here? I'm gonna go light that zombie up. I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
Literally.
So I'm going to. Let me see. I have a ranged attack.
And as you see, your Tesla gauntlets down there have a very unique ability, and they're actually a unique item to Walter. He can't trade them and get rid of them.
Right, it's the
But you can-
printed on there. Yeah.
But you can actually pump ether into your attack, and for every one you pump into it, you get additional attack dice.
Okay.
So by all means, go crazy and
Do
just
I
spend a
need
bunch.
to be up close to that zombie to light it up?
So with that weapon there, it is both a melee and a short-ranged attack.
Is there any
Okay.
bonus
What
to
is
it being a
short?
melee?
Short range is up to 4.
Right now for him, no, but depending on how we build his character out, he might make him melee focused, in which case it would be more beneficial for him to do that.
I understand. Cool.
All right, so if where I am right now, I could shoot that zombie.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Arc some lightning.
So I'm rolling 3 dice over here. And then I could suffer 1 damage and do this.
It costs 1 ether,
1
as you
ether.
see at the bottom, and then you'll suffer 1 damage and get 2 bonus dice.
What is my life total? Where is that?
7.
Your 2 boxes there, 7 damage is
These
what will
two.
take
Why
you
is
out.
it split into 2 boxes as opposed to just
As we said earlier, when you take damage equal to that first box, you're going to get a torment card.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
As you see, some of the characters have drastically different HPs, and some have different
Or I could do
boxes
this,
for the first
but-
and second.
What do you guys think? I could also do the Tesla gloves and just pay 1 ether and get +1/+1.
Oh yeah.
So, but you just let's see. He's rolling 2 die. You're rolling 3.
I think maybe more dice is the way
Yeah.
to go.
All right. Fine. You know what?
I-
I can hurt
Mini.
myself. Yeah.
So
One,
spend an ether.
2.
So I'm lighting this up.
That will give you 1 damage.
Yes.
Is it 2 damage or 1 on the Elixir X?
It's 1.
Sorry.
It's 1, and do I have a token for that?
Oh yes, we have damage tokens right here. And then I'll get an ether here to divvy out as I want.
All right. Here we go. Bye. Maybe.
Wow.
This is another hit.
Yes.
Well, so noting on the crown there, because of your dynamo ability, that counts as both a hit and it gains you an additional ether.
Nicely done.
Well played, sir.
That is 2 hits, and let's see if my zombie can resist that electric shock.
Nope.
It cannot, because it only got 1 and it does not have cover, so it
That's
is
how
going
you do
to
it.
get taken off the board. But you know what?
You were
They're just
using a
zombies.
weapon, sir. I was using my bare hands.
You are a weapon.
You are a weapon.
Okay, so that was 1 action, and I get how many?
2.
All right, I
Can
am
you
going
regenerate
to.
zombies in this scenario?
So I happen to have a card here that says spawn up to 2 minions adjacent to an agent. And that's because I've chosen that one. I could say, you know, I don't really care about my zombies. I just want to focus on my agents or fire.
I get to move
or-
3 spaces. I'm going to jump in this room, I think, and back you up. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And just stand in front of the door and start warming up the handle.
And because I have no more
More
activations,
special
we'll just go
effects.
right to your next one.
Yes, yes. Some Palpatine stuff, man. It's going to be good.
Goo gun over there. Alien gun.
Goo gun, he calls you.
Goo gun.
There's no respect
Alien
for
Gun
goo
gun.
It's
That side of it.
No, that's why.
Lisa thinks that's
It's-
offensive.
It's the leader. How about that?
Wow, no respect, man. From that side of the table.
Let's see. Move me. Let's see. I can move up to 3 spaces. So move me. Let's see. Diagonal this way. Yep. And then this way. 2. 1 more. 3.
Hello.
Let's see. So I can spend 1. Oh, that's healing though.
So her gun does heal herself when she deals
It
damage.
heals me.
But unfortunately, right there where you are, there's a closed door there, so
You can go out the front of the other the other building. There was a door over there.
Yeah, but there's no open. Let's see.
There is an open
Sorry.
door over there.
1, 2,
The
3.
zombie came through it.
Do I have range? Let's see. I do not have range, right?
you do, because range, unless it's listed as short, is unlimited in just line of sight.
All right. Sorry, Chaz. So move. I forgot that door was open
start
over
here?
there. Yeah. So go down 1, diagonal 2, 3.
4, right?
So I.
Said?
No, it's only
3,
3. So I
okay.
can't see around the door. Can I peep around the corner?
Unfortunately, not there. But to note, you could spend another move action to move outside, and then utilize her gift, which for 2 ether, hey, mere 2 ether, gives you a free range attack.
Is it worth 2?
Yeah.
Do it.
Doesn't he have an ability that costs
All
2?
Do it.
Let's just see how this works. So move me out. I have unranged. Just leave me there. I'm going to spend 2,
Do it.
So
which
we'll
makes
give you-
1 free attack with my symbiotic rifle.
So with the long range attacks like that, can he attack this one then, or is it just straight lines?
So you can attack anything that you can see, and to check all that, it's just corner to corner, and
Okay.
that's as
One
complicated
corner
as
to
it
one corner.
gets. Closest to closest.
And
That's
this,
like this
is
corner
the
to
trigger.
that corner.
Yes. So you have a trigger of 4 normally. This weapon is giving you +1, so you're rolling 5 dice normally. Now, if you wanted, You could spend 1 ether to activate the cool weapon abilities here, which give you an extra attack die and heal you for every damage you deal.
I ain't scared.
I'm just saying.
So I'm rolling 5.
That's how you do
So that
it.
is
That's another hit.
3 hits on the zombie. I'm not even gonna bother rolling because I can only roll 2 defense dice. So this one here,
Come on, roll. You might make it.
There's a reason.
Zombie is
You're-
just
you're in
obliterated.
command.
Which one did you kill?
the one here. Yes.
Which one to kill?
Oh, is that the one I was? Okay, yeah, that's.
What's your roll?
I said I was.
Did you not have line of sight on that?
Oh no. Oh,
Which one should I take out? Hold on. Which one should I take out?
now I have 3
cheating
agility.
right now.
I was going
This
to
feels
ask
like
if on my
cheating.
turn can I go for my first action 1, 2, 3. Then will I be able to do 1, 2 open the door, then 3 attack the zombie?
No, because attack is its own action.
Okay, so maybe get rid of that one so it's out of the way.
Okay,
That's fine.
You're clearing the road, man.
I'm done, sir.
Very good. Now, noting as well, you are also the leader. You can spend 2 ether from your ability here to give a gentleman line of sight a bonus action.
This,
Okay.
This is like a
This cat just.
Oh, sure, here.
snake oil salesman over there.
Can I do this at any time
It's during your turn. But
during
yes.
my turn? But I'm not going to it this time.
Okay. Just
I've already stoked
Yeah.
you enough with ether.
The
You're
used
kind of
cars,
over
the
here.
used cars are in the back. You can feel free to take a look.
and
at
then
them.
we'll flip over the last activation.
All right.
Oh, look who doesn't matter anymore.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think I'm going to give the zombie. They are running in there to that room. We need to give them something else to worry about. So I was going to
Go
go.
outside and scream.
Banshee.
Now, looking at Abigail there, she has an upkeep ability,
I
which
see
is her
that.
possession. She can put an ether on that and gain those bonuses, which is going to give her +1 agility, aka another defense die and a movement, and an extra melee die. And on your next turn, you can choose to maintain that and keep it going, but every time you do, it's just pumping more ether this way. But hey, you're stronger.
But
Again,
But yes, right.
getting ether.
Now,
That's a very minor
if I put
bonus.
ether on this,
I don't get it till next turn, and that's a problem for next turn you.
Okay, so you don't get it. You don't
Sounds
get
like
it
a credit
immediately
card
as I
pitch
do
right
it.
That's
there.
up. Yeah, that now he's pitching plastic.
Well, I was gonna go 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, or stand near this door. So that's what I was thinking.
You
about.
do realize if you stand near that door, it's probably going to open up and goes.
Well, unless the leader puts me first before.
Yeah, but that's just assuming you have a smart leader.
Oh, now I'm stuck. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. So I'll go 1, 2. Can we pass through like that?
Yes, because
Okay.
you move diagonals, and you can pass through allies, you just can't end on them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So go here.
I
and-
like the line of sight. I mean, it's very straightforward.
Now, if I don't open the door, that's gonna slow the zombie down, right? Because-
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Okay. I like those theoretical odds. So I'm ready and waiting then.
That's it. That's what you did.
Unless you think I should crack open the door.
No. That's fine.
All right. I'm poised. Is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
That's
guys.
it.
So that is a full round of the game. In this chapter, round 2, my agents, Tobias and Emerson, bad news for you guys, would show up, and they would go to the activation track, and we would continue back and forth until such a time where
And they
the
would come in
damsel.
on
Just-
the exits.
So on their activation, I would place them on one of the exits. I can't place both, but it's my choice where they show up.
Got it.
So if I
Okay.
see that you guys are rushing over this way, I might send my melee bruiser Tobias or my ranged specialist Emerson over there to deal with you guys. And the game will continue back and forth in that measure until the damsel escapes or is neutralized or one of the other conditions is met. But this has given you a full good dynamics of this
yeah.
and shown.
So so you're forfeiting the game. Congratulations,
Hey,
guys.
good job.
Good game. Good
Marty,
game.
You
Good game.
were a very good
game.
leader.
Good
Nicely
game.
done.
Very well
Nice job.
done.
Nice job.
No, I'm kidding.
I suppose the technical win is the best kind of win.
TKO.
Perfect. Man, I can take this battery out now. Great. So when is this going to be available? Do you know?
We are doing Kickstarter fulfillment in January and it should be
Okay.
available shortly after that.
Yeah, okay.
January.
Okay.
Nice.
Very
you can
cool.
find out more information about this and all the other chapters, scenarios, and expansions we have on our Kickstarter page for the
Yep.
Rise of Moloch.
Yeah, check out the website, everybody. Big thanks to all of these guys for joining us for our little demo here of Rise of Moloch, and thank you all for tuning in. We're going to wrap this one up, and then I'm going to have a little chat with our leader here. Next time you send me out first. That's how that
My
goes.
bad. Next time.
All right, everybody, thanks. We'll see you next time.
See you guys later.